You give in short, like what you think this whole debate is all about? Is it just election related? Is it just scoring brownie points as we were discussing, or is it will it take some traction with Goans?
Any serious debate on any topic, not just electricity, is never possible, effective and producing results during the course. Now we are almost heading towards an election.
6 months, yes.
So there can't be a very serious debates on anything. It's always election related. What will garner you more votes? How it will politically benefit you? Or how can you catch opposition off guard and expose them? It's always about that. But a serious debate on power, what kind of power policy should we implement? What changes should be brought about? What should be done? What should be the price of the power? What quality of power it should be done? How it should be implemented? That is possible only after when elections are not round the corner, when we are it is more possible post-election when environment is, so to say, neutral.
Agreed, Datur. I don't disagree with you at all. But what I'm saying is, will this sort of a debate, will it, see, as you said, you rightly said, we are moving into elections. We are already officially, the BJP has started earlier the election campaign. Officially, it has started yesterday with the national president coming down. The AAP national president has already come down last week, and he has already given his guarantee saying on various issues. The Congress, I will not comment at this moment because they don't seem to have started a thing. But will these type of promises, will they get traction with the people, with the Goans, given the power scenario?
Yes, apparently AAP thinks that just because certain policies which they were implemented, and if I may, so it has worked for them in Delhi.
Okay.
They are under an impression that they may work here. Of course, my impression is that such time of policies may not work here, but I am sure they may have their own calculations whereby they think that yes, promises of this nature can garner their votes. Very unlikely, because the situation of Delhi is different, the situation of Goa is different. In Delhi, there are a lot of migrant laborers coming from all other places like Haryana, even Chandigarh, UP, some places from Bihar, where economic strata of those people, they can manage in that kind of, because if you see kind of, if you see kind of benefits they are given and the points beyond a particular units, those benefits are not, a very small section of Goa would cover in that, and that I do not know how much it will benefit for them politically is concerned.
They are saying that about 60, or based on the bills, they are saying that some almost 60-70% are going to be covered under this. More than that, what they are saying is that, see, the power situation in Goa is very bad. We get cuts 2-3 times a day, and because especially in monsoons, as you know, then that cyclone issue was there. That also was a major mess as far as the power department is concerned. See, I am not blaming. Let's not get into the blame game. We are not blaming anybody, but this is the reality. With that, do you think that people will say, "Arey yaar, let's try them out"? Because ultimately, see, you and me, at least on this point, we agree. I know that we agree. One, there has to be governing party, and there has to be opposition.
Absolutely.
Now, this could possibly have done by the principal opposition party at this present moment, the Congress. That it's not doing this. So, they may not win. I'm not saying, but could this hit the Congress, saying that opposition is like,
that is always been there. See, if you are not going to occupy the center space which was rightfully yours, and if somebody is raising those points which are they may raise that point with right mindset or not, that's a different, but at least they are raising. Congress is not even seen even doing that. So I feel, if you ask me, yes, any inroads which are made.
Yeah, let us just interrupt. Now the power ministers are already on stage and the debate is starting. So could we go to the debate, please?
Namaskar. सबसे पहले तो मैं दिल्ली का मॉडल बता दूं आपको। दिल्ली का मॉडल है 24/7, 24 घंटे बिजली। दिल्ली के अंदर पिछले 5 साल से भी ज़्यादा हो गए हैं, लगातार 24 घंटे बिजली आती है, अनइंटरप्टेड बिजली आती है। पहली चीज़, कोई पावर कट नहीं लगते हैं। दिल्ली के अंदर बिजली डोमेस्टिक कंज्यूमर्स को 200 यूनिट फ्री मिलती है और 400 तक को आधी रेट से मिलती है। हम जनता का पैसा जनता के ऊपर वापस लुटाते हैं। ये दिल्ली मॉडल है बिजली के लिए। गोवा का जो मॉडल है जनता के लिए उनका है पावर कट ज़्यादा, बिजली कम। जनता के लिए नहीं, नेताओं के लिए बिजली फ्री है। जो पैसा जनता के लिए बिजली पे खर्च करना चाहिए था वो एमएलए खरीदने पे खर्च किया जाता है। हमने गोवा के लिए, जो आप ही रुपेश जी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा, गोवा के लिए जो मॉडल है हमारा, हमने गोवा के लोगों से बातचीत करके दिल्ली मॉडल को गोवा के लिए जो हमने बातचीत की कि भाई दिल्ली में हमारा ये मॉडल है, गोवा के लिए बिल्कुल अलग मॉडल है। गोवा के अंदर हम 300 यूनिट बिजली सबको फ्री देंगे। आपका क्वेश्चन था 300 पे कैसे पहुंचे। दिल्ली में हम 200 यूनिट फ्री देते हैं और 200 से 400 तक का आधा रेट देते हैं, यानी 300 यूनिट। तो समझाने के लिए बिल्कुल आसान था। गोवा में हमने लोगों से डिस्कशन किया, मीटिंग्स की, तो वो बोले कि भी 200 और 400 बड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग सा हो जाता है, आप सीधा सीधा 300 कर दीजिएगा, दैट इज़ बेटर। तो गोवा की जनता से बात करके हमने फैसला किया कि 300 यूनिट बिजली सभी डोमेस्टिक कस्टमर्स को, सभी कंज्यूमर्स को फ्री मिलेगी। 300 यूनिट से ऊपर, जितना भी 300 यूनिट से ऊपर होगा, जो रेट हैं वो वही रहेंगे। और दिल्ली में पिछले 7 साल से हमने बिजली के रेट बढ़ने नहीं दिए। आपको हम गारंटी देते हैं अगले आने वाले 5 साल तक गोवा के अंदर किसी भी स्लैब के बिजली के रेट बढ़ने नहीं देंगे। ये गोवा का मॉडल होगा। 24 घंटे 24/7, 24 घंटे गोवा के अंदर बिजली आएगी। कट को आप भूल जाएंगे, जैसे दिल्ली के लोग भूल गए हैं। दिल्ली के अंदर इन्वर्टर, जनरेटर अब खत्म हो गए हैं। गोवा के अंदर भी इन्वर्टर, जनरेटर को आप भूल जाएंगे, जनरेटर की दुकानें बंद हो जाएंगी। इस बात की हम गारंटी लेते हैं। और किसानों के लिए बिजली मुफ्त होगी।
What he said was some model which I think first he intends to give, and what he is giving in Delhi has got a difference. They have changed their models from the original model what they had told in Delhi itself to 2-3 times. So I don't know how many times they will change here. Originally they gave something and then now it has gone to a different model. I will just explain how the Delhi model, because people of Goa should also know. The Delhi model and the Goa model which is existing. Let us talk what is existing in Goa and what is existing in Delhi. Now, when a person consumes 80 units in Goa and a person consumes in Delhi it is free. In Goa they pay 137 rupees. If somebody consumes in Delhi 120 units, in Delhi it is now, as per their scheme, it is free. In Goa it is 207 rupees. But somebody who is consuming 300 units, say 200 units, 201 units, in Delhi they have to pay 195 rupees, we have to pay 375 rupees. Then comes to 300 units, they have to pay, they have the total charges along with subsidy. They have to pay 1,521 minus the subsidy, that is 721. In Goa the bill is only 640. When it goes up to 400 units, you have to pay, in Delhi that is 2,052, where they subsidize and they still have to pay 1,252, whereas in Goa they have to pay 985. So this is a clear picture of the existing models which is there in Goa and which is there in Delhi. The second thing what he said, that Neta is free, means politicians are free. I pay my own bill. I don't know which free he's talking about. Maybe it is free for them. But in Goa, I pay my own bills. I have got this.
Are ministers given free electricity in Goa?
Nobody is given free. So I pay my own bill. Even being a power minister, I pay my own bill. So the question.
No, it's not about just you, but are ministers being, given free electricity?
Nobody is given free electricity in Goa. Everybody has to pay their own electrical bills. It is even electricity department engineers, even if they are staying in their quarters, they have to pay their bills. So there is no question of free to anybody. That is second. 24/7 uninterrupted supply. See, that is what a comment he has passed on. Well, our geographical area is 2 times of Delhi. That is one. Secondly, I understand, I'm not saying that we can give, we are trying to give 24/7 and we are sure that we will achieve. It is only during the season, that is this rainy season, that the interruption starts. And we don't have a GENCO. GENCO means generating station in Goa. We have to bring kilometers and kilometers away. Whereas in Delhi, they have their own GENCOs. They have got 2 or 3 GENCOs in Delhi who produce power. Now, if their idea is to have a thermal power station here, I have no comments on that. They must be having an idea of making a thermal power station here to produce their own electricity here so that there are no disruptions. Our electricity comes kilometers and kilometers from Chhattisgarh. Some of the power supply comes even from Himachal Pradesh. Some of the power comes very far off. And so there are interruptions all the way through. And there is no doubt about it. But we are still trying to give maximum and benefit, in the sense we were trying to give 24/7 and we are working on that.
Before I go to him, I want to ask you a straight question. Is this possible for Goa to give free electricity? Yes or no? Uninterrupted electricity? If yes, then when?
See, uninterrupted, yes.
When?
We are on uninterrupted in the sense, see, you are aware of the issues. There are 2 grids which are coming to Goa. One single grid is not enough to give 24 hours. We are bringing the other grid. We have issues which will be settled, and the issues will come. Ultimately, giving at the distribution level stage, there are 2 types of interruptions. One is the distribution side and one is the incoming side. Now, incoming side, the strengthening is kilometers away. It will take some time. But from the distribution side, we have already started working on that. And I can assure you, in the projected line, what works have started. Some of the works have started, some of them have been tendered, and some are in the pipeline. Within the 6 months, all will be tendered, and within the next 2-3 years, because it takes time for any excavation, because we don't have defined roads in Goa, where there are big roads like in Delhi. There are big carriageways and big roads where you can take. So we now defined roads, we are putting underground cablings, and over a period of next 3 years, we have planned everything. We will be able to give from our side distribution. There is nothing coming free. See, I don't know how they can give free. Maybe because they are producing the power to thermal power or to their GENCOs.
पहले तो मैं काबराल जी के जो बहाने इन्होंने रखे हैं उनका जवाब दे देता हूँ. ये एक्सक्यूजेज हैं, बहानेबाजी है. जैसे क्लास में बच्चा जाता है ना तो बहाने बनाने लगता है. दिल्ली के अंदर एक भी थर्मल पावर स्टेशन दिल्ली के अंदर काम नहीं कर रहा है. जैसी हमारी सरकार बनी थी, ड्यू टू पॉल्यूशन, राजघाट और हमारे पास बदरपुर पावर स्टेशन थे, दोनों हमने बंद करा दिए थे. छत्तीसगढ़ जहाँ की बात कर रहे हैं, वहाँ से दिल्ली को बिजली भी आती है. हिमाचल से बिजली कहते हैं, दिल्ली को भी हिमाचल से बिजली आती है. जबकि हम 24 घंटे अनइंटरप्टेड पावर सप्लाई देते हैं. नीयत की बात है. अगर हमारी नीयत होती, हमारी सरकार को तो 7 साल हुए बने हुए, हमने सरकार बनने के 2 साल के अंदर 24 घंटे बिजली स्टार्ट कर दी दिल्ली के अंदर अनइंटरप्टेड. इनकी सरकार तो 10 साल से चल रही है, 12 साल से चल रही है. इनको अब आगे 3 साल क्यों चाहिए? क्योंकि हमने कह दिया तो अब ये कह रहे नहीं हमसे हुआ नहीं, 10 साल हमने ऐसे बर्बाद कर दिए. तब हम एमएलए खरीदने में लगे हुए थे, तब हमारे पास टाइम नहीं था, तब पॉलिटिक्स में लगे हुए थे. अब आने वाले 3 साल के अंदर
एमएलए खरीदने के लिए
अभी हम बोला कि यहाँ पर छत्तीसगढ़ से पावर आती है, इसलिए बिजली 24 घंटे नहीं मिलती. दिल्ली में भी पावर छत्तीसगढ़ से आती है, दिल्ली में भी पावर हिमाचल से आती है. उसके बावजूद भी दिल्ली में पिछले 5 साल से 24 घंटे 24/7 बिजली मिलती है. हम कोई बहानेबाजी नहीं कर रहे. हम ये नहीं कह रहे कि हमें 3 साल और दे दो. अब जनता समझदार है, वो 3 साल देने वाली नहीं है. ध्यान से रहना.
How do you answer?
देखिएगा, दिल्ली के अंदर 300 यूनिट, हमने कहा है कि गोवा में 300 यूनिट फ्री देंगे आपको. 300 यूनिट फ्री का मतलब जीरो. आज जितना भी मिल रहा है, अगर वो 700 रुपये, 800 रुपये, 1200 रुपये, उसके बहस में पड़ते ही नहीं. 800 रुपये से जीरो तो बेटर है ही ना. आप सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन ये पूछो कि जी आप फ्री देंगे या नहीं देंगे. अगर नहीं देंगे, जनता अपने आप फैसला कर लेगी. जनता को फैसला करना है ना कि उनको फ्री में बिजली चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए. और जहां तक अभी नीलेश बाप जी ने कहा कि इनको फ्री बिजली नहीं मिलती है, झूठ बोल रहे हैं. देखिएगा, सेक्शन 4 जो इनके एंटाइटलमेंट्स हैं, मिनिस्टर्स को रेजिडेंस फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मिलता है. सेक्शन 4 का 1 लास्ट में लिखा है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड वाटर विच शैल बी पेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट. ये इन्हीं का पेपर मंगाया मैंने आज ही, इन्हीं का लिखा हुआ है. अगर इसको चैलेंज कर सकते हैं तो बता दीजिएगा.
Ministers on the government accommodation, where the ministers stay in the government accommodation, that is all over the country. what he said, नेता को free मिलता है. नेता is who? नेता is MLAs. People who are staying in the government accommodation, maybe that is what he's trying to. I will see, but what I am trying to say, if there are government quarters given to a minister, it is the privileges of a particular privileges, which is given. So like that, his ministers in Delhi are getting salaries of almost 3-4 lakh rupees. So that is not the issue. See, I said, personally, I don't have any bungalow. Neither am I getting free electricity. When he says Netas free electricity means everybody who is at their home, in their respective home. That is what I meant to clarify, and I am still clarifying. What he is saying is government quarters which the Netas are given, where there are elections. So they are privileged under the legislative act, not by the election department. So the question of we giving free is not like that. He giving free means he is giving from his pocket.
देखिएगा, जो भी खर्चा होता है ना, सबसे पहले तो जनता को मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ कि ये पैसा नेताओं का नहीं है, टैक्स पेयर्स का है। कई बार नेताओं को लगने लगता है, मंत्री बन जाते हैं, मुख्यमंत्री बन जाते हैं, बड़े नेता बन जाते हैं कि हम अपनी जेब से खर्च कर रहे हैं। ये सारा का सारा पैसा आप ही ने खर्च किया है, आप ही की जेब से लिया जाता है। अगर बाजार में आप जाते हैं, अगर साबुन की एक टिक्की भी लेके आते हो ना, उस पर भी टैक्स लगता है। गरीब से गरीब आदमी छोटे से छोटा काम करता है, उस पर टैक्स लगता है, उस टैक्स से सारी किटी बनती है। उस पैसे को ठीक से मैनेज नहीं करते नेता लोग, और बाद में कहते हैं फ्री में कुछ नहीं मिलना चाहिए। अभी वो कह रहे हैं नहीं, अगर सरकारी बंगला है तो मिलेगा, प्राइवेट में मैं नहीं ले रहा। भाई हो सकता है बड़े आदमी हो, आपके पास काफी पैसा हो, आप नहीं ले रहे हो, पर आपको एंटाइटलमेंट तो है। 5000 यूनिट भी अगर बिजली मिलेगी ना, फ्री मिलेगी, जनता को 300 यूनिट दे दो तो उनको तकलीफ होती है। 300 यूनिट क्यों दे दें? अरे क्यों नहीं दे दें? उसी जनता ने कमा के दिया है। जिस जनता ने सारा पैसा इकट्ठा करके दिया है, उस पैसे को बर्बाद करने से अच्छा है कि जनता को वापस किया जाए।
कौन बर्बाद करता है? Who is doing बर्बाद करने का issue? I will prove to you when he is saying, I will show to you if what he is saying बर्बाद. Now I'll just give a bill of one.
मुझे लगता है एक एक करके बोलें। देखो सरकार के पास क्या होता है, जो पैसा टैक्स में कलेक्ट किया, उस टैक्स कलेक्शन, एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ। दिल्ली के अंदर हमने एक वजीरपुर में फ्लाईओवर बनाया, 247 करोड़ रुपए, 247 करोड़ रुपए उसकी कॉस्ट थी। उसको हमने समय से पहले, टाइम से पहले पूरा किया। 100 करोड़ रुपीस हमने बचा लिए। ये होता है ना सरकार का काम। 100 करोड़ बचे, उस पैसे से हमने जनता को वापस किया। अब ये कहते हैं नहीं 10 साल तक तो काम नहीं करेंगे, कॉस्ट और 1000 करोड़ फालतू लगाएंगे, फिर कहते हैं हम कर्ज ले लेंगे। दिल्ली की अकेली सरकार है देश के अंदर, अकेली सरकार देश के अंदर, अकेली सरकार है जिसने कोई कर्ज नहीं लिया पिछले 7 साल से। अकेली सरकार है जो बिना किसी कर्ज के चल रही है, किसी तरह का कोई टैक्स नहीं लगाया, कोई टैक्स नहीं बढ़ाया, पूरे 7 साल हो गए हैं।
From where he is getting figures, I don't know, but
he has given his own figures.
I will show you documents. First of all, let me share a document with you, which is other than a bill of a domestic consumer. This is like how we have small gadas here in Goa. They are called commercial customers. So in them, they call them NDLT, non-domestic low tension consumer. Now this particular consumer has consumed 37 units in his gada in Delhi. I've got a bill with me. Now his bill is what? How much is his bill? It is 941 rupees for consuming 37 units. What are the charges? 8% surcharge, pension trust surcharge, PPCA charges, and all. So 37 units she is paying 940. I will show you a report where they have got loans to the thousands of crores. I will just show it to you. 1 minute. See, if he is saying Delhi, what is this? Delhi Jal board has to repay 20,000 crores. CAG report says. What is this? From where is this money? This is not money from the Delhi government. He is trying to show. No, आप disturb नहीं किया.
Okay.
This is a fact. This is one point. The second point I will show you. He is saying that he is not taking money from anybody. I will show you with proof. He is talking in air. I will show you with proof that the money taken by this, I just showed it to you. And the second thing, where he has taken money from, if you go to their entire budget of 67,000 crores, they are showing repayment and loans of this almost to the tune of 5,000 crores per year. Secondly, what has happened is they are not doing what a normal DISCOM has to do, generation DISCOM has to do. They are not taking their assets into consideration. And every time a DISCOM asks for tariff revision, it is just pushed forward. And today, I can tell you that they have got agreements till 2027. 2027. The DISCOMs are unable to increase the tariffs because, why? Because they are not giving, their electricity board which is there, is not giving them the increase. Down the line, in 2027, they will go to arbitration and collect all the amount, and it will go to crores of rupees. As of today, there is 28,600 crores which is owned by them.
अभी बड़ा आश्चर्य की बात है नीलेश बाब जी, अब डिस्कॉम्स की तरफ से, प्राइवेट कंपनियों की तरफ से तर्जदारी कर रहे हैं, जनता की नहीं कर रहे। टैरिफ रिवाइज हम नहीं करते, टैरिफ को रिवाइज करने के लिए एक इंडिपेंडेंट अथॉरिटी है जिसका नाम है दिल्ली इलेक्ट्रिसिटी रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी। वो इंडिपेंडेंट अथॉरिटी वो करती है, मेरे हाथ में तो है ही नहीं। अगर उसने ठीक उसके सामने फिगर्स और फैक्ट्स ठीक से रखे गए, उसने कर दिया। और अब ये प्राइवेट कंपनीज के लिए, मुझे लगता है गोवा में भी प्राइवेट कंपनीज का काम करते रह गए, जनता का काम नहीं किया, इसलिए इनको जनता की चिंता नहीं है, प्राइवेट कंपनियों की चिंता है। अब मैं आपको दिखाना चाहता हूं, ये CAG, कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, उनकी रिपोर्ट है। CAG रिपोर्ट कहती है कि दिल्ली के अंदर लास्ट 5 ईयर से किसी तरह का भी कोई, हमेशा सरप्लस में सरकार चली है, बजट सरप्लस में रहा है। ये CAG की रिपोर्ट है, मेरी रिपोर्ट नहीं है, इसको आप चेक करा लीजिएगा।
Water is supplied by Jal Board, and if water is given free, from where the Jal Board is going? So this is one of the examples. Secondly, I will show you from their perspective. This is their election manifesto of 2015. What is there? You will see the number of promises which is made. I'll just remove the electrical tariff. They have changed from the manifesto 3 times what they have given right now. I'm not saying they're not giving. They are giving by whose cost? And what is the rates of tariff? The tariff rates for domestic consumers in Goa and the commercial consumers, a very fast difference. So what he's saying, that means you give somebody free and you take from somebody else. How it is possible?
पहली बात तो मैं बता दूं, दिल्ली के अंदर 7 साल से 7 ईयर्स दिल्ली में 7 साल से टैरिफ बढ़े नहीं हैं। मैं फिर से रिपीट कर देता हूं कि गोवा में भी अगले 5 साल तक, जो उनको चिंता हो रही है ना, अगले 5 साल तक किसी भी चीज़ के रेट नहीं बढ़ेंगे। 300 यूनिट फ्री होंगी, किसानों के लिए बिजली फ्री होगी, बाकियों के रेट 5 साल तक नहीं बढ़ेंगे। ये मैं आपको पहले बता देता हूँ, पहले क्लियर कर देता हूँ। एक दूसरी चीज़ कह रहे हैं नीलेश बाब जी, उनका कहना है कि उन्होंने वादा कुछ और किया था 2015 में और उसके बाद कर कुछ और दिया। हाँ, हमने वादा किया था हम 400 यूनिट का आधा रेट करेंगे। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने कहा था 400 यूनिट बिजली का आधा रेट करेंगे और वो 24 घंटे के अंदर कर दिया था। उसके बाद 200 यूनिट फ्री भी कर दिया, वो तो एक्स्ट्रा किया ना। हमने वादा पूरा नहीं किया, वादे से भी ज़्यादा किया। अभी हम आपसे वादा कर रहे हैं हम 300 यूनिट फ्री करेंगे, उससे ज़्यादा क्या करेंगे वो बाद में पता लगेगा। ये तो अकेली सरकार है, केजरीवाल की जो सरकार है, जो वादे किए सारे पूरे किए, अब वो कह रहे जो वादा किया उससे ज़्यादा क्यों कर दिया। हाँ जी, ज़्यादा किया, वो गलती हो गई।
That is what I'm trying to say. Now I will tell you what are the receipts. There are 2020-21 total budget estimated is around 60,700 crores. In the budget itself, they are showing borrowings of 4,291 crores, other receipts of 1,100 crores. Now he is saying that states own tax, states own non-tax grants from center, which is almost 10,409 crores. He is saying he is not getting money from anybody. 10,409 crores is from the grants from the center, and he is from borrowings. He is declaring in his budget 4,291 crores. Is a proof?
अच्छा,
I don't know from what he is talking.
ऐसा करते हैं, मुझे लगता है आज पेपर तो था फिजिक्स का।
This is a statement which I have not-
CAG अगर ऑडिट कर रहा है,
This is not CAG. This is as per their budget statement in their
CAG ने
assembly.
लिख के दिया है 5 साल से हम पॉजिटिव में चल रहे हैं, हम प्लस में चल रहे हैं।
He is trying to deviate from what I am telling him. I am asking him his budget. Show you more.
दिखा दीजिए।
Where he shows that I will show you his expenditure on the budget. Why he is going to spend on what? He has kept a provision of 2,820 crores as has been allotted for providing power subsidy to consumers to DISCOMs. We have not increased tariff for last so many years. We are also giving subsidy almost more than, see, I will show you the percentage of wise of subsidy. We are giving much more than what they are giving. They are 2,820 crores what they have kept is for a budget for total consumers, which is less than us. I mean, our consumers less than theirs. And they are percentage wise, whatever subsidies they are giving, we are crossing that because we are already giving more than 500 crores subsidies across the section of the society as per JRC tariff. The second thing what is happening is they are not allowing. He may say that JRC, for us it is JRC, for them is a Delhi-based Joint Agriculture Commission. There are reports that DISCOMs themselves are saying that they are not allowing to increase tariff, take loans and pay back. That's what I have showed you here. to take loans and pay back this 2,887 crores what they have shown, 2,820 crores what they have shown as allocated providing powers. You take loans, you are taking loans of 4,500.
You are acting like an auditor, not like a proper minister.
The way they are giving, we cannot give because we are bothered about the state. We cannot be a debt state over a period of time.
Okay.
See,
Secondly,
we don't produce generation. We don't generate. Now he says he is not generating, which I don't think so, because there are things where there are Gencos which are there, which they owe the distribution company, not they, because there what is happening? They have they have 3 or 4 distribution companies. In Goa, we only distribute our own electricity, and that is why any company will look at profits, which they are paying for them. He is saying the other way around. Actually, they are paying for them from the taxpayers' money by giving it to companies privately, because no private company without profits and without everything will work.
जैसे उनको अभी 5 मिनट दिया आपने, मुझे आधा मिनट दे देना, मैं पूरा बोल दूँ। वो बीच में बोलने लगते हैं तो बात खत्म हो जाती है। अभी उन्होंने देखो कितनी बड़ी बात बताई कि गोवा की पावर मिनिस्ट्री दिल्ली से भी ज़्यादा सब्सिडी दे रही है, पर दे किसको रही है ये नहीं पता लग रहा। जनता को तो बिजली फ्री नहीं मिल रही। हम लोग दिल्ली में 2 करोड़ की आबादी है, 2,500 करोड़ की सब्सिडी देते हैं। उन्होंने बताया पता नहीं कितने सौ करोड़, अभी मैं समझ नहीं पाया कितना बताया उन्होंने। परसेंटेज टर्म में उनकी हमारे से बहुत ज़्यादा है। दिल्ली की परसेंटेज टर्म में 2-3% बनती है, ये परसेंटेज टर्म में 10% पता नहीं कितना परसेंट बता रहे हैं। अगर गोवा की सरकार ज़्यादा सब्सिडी दे रही है तो जनता को क्यों नहीं मिल रही? यही तो हम बता रहे हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स के पास चली जाती है, ठेकेदारों के पास चली जाती है, कंपनियों के पास चली जाती है, जनता के पास नहीं जाती। हम ये कह रहे हैं जनता को बिल्कुल ट्रांसपेरेंट करो। देखिएगा दिल्ली के अंदर मैंने बताया ना, जब हमारी सरकार बनी 7 साल पहले दिल्ली सरकार बनी, 7 साल में तो टैरिफ नहीं बढ़ा ना, 7 साल से टैरिफ नहीं बढ़ा है। हम गोवा में भी कह रहे हैं टैरिफ भी नहीं बढ़ेगा, हम बिजली भी फ्री देंगे, हम दोनों काम करेंगे ना।
वो तो बोल रहे हैं कि हमने टैरिफ कभी बढ़ाया नहीं अभी इतने सालों से।
कभी नहीं बढ़ाया तो फिर इतना कैसे? पीछे हमारी सरकार नहीं थी, आगे मेरी सरकार आएगी, मैं गारंटी आगे की ले सकता हूँ, पीछे की तो नहीं ले सकता। देखो मैं 2 चीज़ों की गारंटी लेता हूँ, 5 साल तक टैरिफ नहीं बढ़ेगा और कोई MLA खरीदेंगे नहीं, उसमें पैसा खर्च नहीं करेंगे। देखो जितने लोग हैं उनके बहुत सारे गलत बिल आए हुए हैं, बहुत परेशान है। मैं कल से आया हुआ हूँ, कई लोगों से मैं मिला, कहते हैं उनके पेंडिंग बिल बहुत सारे इकट्ठे हो गए हैं, वो गलत बिल थे। तो जैसा केजरीवाल साहब ने कहा है कि जितने भी बिल हैं सारे के सारे बिल, पेंडिंग बिल डोमेस्टिक लोगों के सबके माफ़ कर दिए जाएंगे, ये हम आपको गारंटी देते हैं। 24 घंटे बिजली आएगी, इस बात की गारंटी है। 300 यूनिट सबको फ्री मिलेगी, इस बात की गारंटी है। और फार्मर्स को बिजली फ्री मिलेगी, इस बात की गारंटी।
We have not increased the tariffs at all. The question of increase is consumption. So if the tariff is increased, you show. That is one. Yesterday in Kuchore there was a statement made on an electricity bill, and I think your press people only have pointed out what is the gafala they were trying to do. They were minusing the names of the people, blackening and showing a bill. When they asked that lady, when she gave a press statement that the bills are inflated, they asked to show us what is there, where it is. She could not explain. See, this is a hearsay of saying that the bills are inflated. Bills are not never inflated.
Are you assuring like them that you will waive off the bills?
See, question of waiving of the bills is one part of it. Waiving of the bills, we have come with a scheme. See, I am paying my bills regularly. Like me, out of my consumers, 65% of the consumers to almost 70% of the consumers are paying in time. 15 or 20% of consumers are not paying in time. We have already come with a scheme where we have waived off the interest and pay only the principal. Waiving off, see, is a principle of government, principles and ethics of a particular government. Now, waiving off, I will say why, then I will also stop paying my bills because they are going to waive off. That is not the question. Waiving off somebody's money is not the answer to your problems. Problem says, okay, we have waived off the interest so that you pay the principal. Now, if we want to waive off it, hardly now with the recovery what has been done, the outstanding must be hardly 200 or 250 crores. And from that, domestic consumer must be hardly 20 or 15 or 20 crores. So it is not a big thing for us to... No, we can't. See, principally there are two things. A consumer who is paying on time, consumer who is paying in time, he will always say, I am paying on time, and this government has waived off somebody's bills who has not paid on time. It is not correct principally.
देखिए इसमें इशू ये है कि काफ़ी सारे लोगों के बिल गलत आए हुए हैं। बिलों की शिकायत है कि और बिल इन्फ्लेटेड था, ज़्यादा था, उसका गलत बिल आया, उसको ठीक नहीं हो रहा है। MLA के चक्कर लगाओ, मंत्री जी के घर के बाहर खड़े रहो, वो ठीक नहीं हो पा रहे हैं। तो हमने कभी वन टाइम, दिस विल बी ए वन टाइम सेटलमेंट, कि जितने भी पुराने बिल हैं उनको सेटल कर दिया जाए, झगड़ा खत्म हो जाएगा। कितना बता रहे हैं? 20 करोड़ रुपए। 20 करोड़ पे क्या लड़ाई झगड़ा करना है? अगर कोई बिजनेस भी करता है तो कहते हैं यार पहले हिसाब क्लियर कर लो, अच्छा रहेगा। आगे तो 300 फ्री कर ही रहे हैं, वरना उसके ऊपर क्या होगा? आपने 300 यूनिट फ्री कर दिया, पुराना चलता रहेगा बिल के अंदर, तो पुराना भी जीरो कर देंगे और देखो हमने तो बिल्कुल साफ रखा है, जनता का ही तो पैसा है और जनता नहीं करना है। और 20 करोड़ से वैल्यू क्या होती है? 20 करोड़ में तो एक एमएलए भी नहीं मिलता।
Every time he's talking about MLA, he wants me to out. He wants me to say something about. He
No,
wants to
no,
discuss
no.
about that.
Okay,
No,
okay,
he's
let's
deviating
get-
from-
let's get-
he's
मैंने आपको
deviating
नहीं
from
बोला।
the subject.
मैंने एमएलए को बोला, आपको नहीं बोला।
अरे हम भी एमएलए, आप एमएलए दिल्ली का रहेगा, हम गोवा के एमएलए है।
देखो,
इसलिए
दिल्ली का
आप
बता देता हूं मैं
बोलते हैं।
आपको।
Okay, okay.
नहीं नहीं, आप दिल्ली का एमएलए रहेगा, हम गोवा के एमएलए।
2014 में।
आप गोवा का नाम लेता है, एमएलए का नाम लेता है, तो मैं एमएलए का गोवा का हूँ। आप दिल्ली का एमएलए पैसा लेते होगे, पता नहीं, हम लेते नहीं।
दिल्ली के अंदर जब हमारी पहली बारी सरकार बनी थी 2014 फरवरी 2014 को अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने रिजाइन कर दिया। 1 साल का टाइम था। हमारे पास 28 एमएलए थे, 28 एमएलए। बीजेपी के पास थे 32। हमारे से 4 एमएलए ज्यादा थे। उनको सिर्फ 4 एमएलए चाहिए थे, 4। 1 साल पूरी जान लगा ली उन्होंने। आम आदमी पार्टी का 1 एमएलए नहीं खरीद पाए।
Sir, this is
आप कांग्रेस के साथ
this is not political debate.
देखिएगा, ये पूरा का पूरा ना, मैंने गोवा के कितने कंज्यूमर्स हैं, किसको कितना फायदा मिलेगा। 100 यूनिट्स तक, फिर 200 यूनिट तक, फिर 300 यूनिट तक, टोटल मिला के 87%। गोवा के 87%, गोवा के टोटल जितने कंज्यूमर्स हैं उसका 87% लोग 300 यूनिट के अंदर आएगा। तो 87% जो लोग हैं वो गोवा के ही हैं। कल मैं आपकी असेंबली में था, नीलेश बाबू जी, कोरचौम में था, तो वहां पर था। लोगों से पूछा कि भाई आप आस पड़ोस में रहते हैं? कहते हैं हाँ जी,
कुरचोरम में।
कुरचोरम। आपका 4 मंजिल का बहुत बड़ा मकान था, मैंने देखा था, उसके पड़ोसी थे सारे।
बहुत बड़ा मकान।
बड़ा सुंदर था।
आप जो कहा थे मकान में बहुत बड़ा था, हम उसके ऑपोजिट में फ्लैट में रहता है, डबल बेडरूम फ्लैट में। अब गलत ही नहीं। आपका जो आदमी, जो आपका
मैंने
आदमी के
उनसे
मीटिंग
पूछा,
जो किया था,
मैंने
मेरे
उनसे
एकदम
पूछा।
बिल्डिंग के सामने था, उसका बहुत बड़ा मकान था, और मैं रहता हूँ फ्लैट में उसके ऑपोजिट।
अच्छा, तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि आप कहाँ रहते हैं? सबने कहा भी मैं इधर रहता हूँ, मैं इधर रहता हूँ। मैंने पूछा कितना बिल आता है? मुझे एक भी नहीं मिला जिससे 300 से ऊपर आता हो। सब गोवा के रहने वाले थे, आपके पड़ोसी थे। अपने पड़ोसियों से पता कर लेना, उनका 300 से कम आता है नहीं। 87% गोवा का अगर फ्री आ रहा है तो तकलीफ क्या है?
See, I'm telling you, what is happening. I'll explain to you first before he could go, because I did not answer the first thing. I will explain to you what he means by subsidy, and he's saying about some nonsense MLA. I don't want to talk on that. I will just give you a small example. Delhi's annual revenue requirement (ARR) is for buying electricity is 20,481 crores. Goa's annual requirement is 2,327. In that, their budgetary support for subsidies, what they give, is 2,975 crores. So percentage wise, it becomes 15% of their entire budget. As far as Goa is concerned, when we are giving budgetary support to everybody, he is saying we are not giving free, we are giving to every section of society support. And if you see, because we are consumption, because we consume only 2,327 crores, so that is why we give 437 crores we have given last year. This year we are going to give 504 crores. If you see percentage wise to their budget, ours is 22% subsidy. So he might be giving to some people and trying to make them at a vote bank. Our policy is not to make a vote bank. Our policy is to allow everybody in the entire
But his
section.
doubt is that you are giving subsidy, but whom you are giving the subsidy?
Directly, not like how he is giving directly, we are also giving directly. There is no question of any contractor in between. It is directly. For them there is a contractor, DISCOM is there. For us it is directly we buy from the system, and that is how we give. So budgetary support is by way of units per unit support, put to the percentage of paisa per unit support. I have recorded, I have made, see, the Goa government believes in giving the downtrodden, in a sense people who are deserving, who deserve, in a sense because of their economical backward class of people. And they are, because of the limitations of their budget. Now I had made a statement, I am making it again. What he is saying 87% from where he gets, I don't know.
So what is your figure, please?
No, see, that's what I'm trying to say. No, the percentage, if you go to see percentage wise of the consumers which are there, of electricity consumers. Now there are various types of consumers. As I told you, people have got second, third, fourth, fifth. Now they are not consumers, no. See, you have to interpret what is the consumer. Consumer is, he stays 365 days here, he stays 24 hours or whatever, 8 hours, 10 hours, he's out of his house and comes back at the house to stay at night, is I consider as a consumer. A consumer cannot be outside staying in some other place. I cannot call him a consumer.
You are talking about second home.
I'm talking about flexi. Last time also I told you in my own self, like I stay where he said that bungalow kisi ka hai, or I stay in a flat. And
Bungalow
I've got
is not
another
yours.
flat. No, I've got another flat.
4th floor bungalow is not yours.
No, fourth floor bungalow is not mine. I stay on the fourth floor. So then what I am saying is, same way, if this, I have got another flat which is there outside my estate. I consume that flat consumes only 65 to 80 units per month. So I'll also get free. So our thing is the way of his consumer, how he wants to protect his consumer and give free. Now, what is his consumer? We want to give deserving consumers free. The question of election manifesto does not arise, because see, if it's a manifesto like I showed you, their manifesto is so many pages. That way we are giving lot of free. See, they are giving for our rates. I have told you what are our rates: 127 rupees, 230 rupees. Our maximum goes to 600 rupees as per what it is. We are already giving to the deserving people where it goes directly to their accounts. What we are giving, direct benefit transfer to them, and they decide what to pay first, whether to pay the electricity bill first or whether they want other needs first, which they don't do.
Okay, priorities. Priority
Priority
can be
is
electricity
different.
or priority can be other things.
कैन भाई नीलेश बाबू जी ने ना अभी बहुत क्लियरली कहा है कि गोवा के लोग 300 यूनिट से कम यूज़ नहीं करते। मैं तो साफ साफ कहना चाहता हूँ, जितने भी लोग 300 यूनिट से कम कंज्यूमर से अपना बिल निकाल लीजिएगा। गोवा के रहने वाले लोग जो 12 महीने गोवा में रहते हैं उन्हीं की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। इनकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में जो लोग रहते हैं, पोरचोरम में जो रहते हैं, वो भी अपना बिल निकाल के देख लें। जिनका भी बिल 300 यूनिट से कम आता है, इनको वोट मत देना, इस बार आम आदमी पार्टी को दे देना। इनको लगता है कि 300 यूनिट से कम तो किसी का बिल आता ही नहीं है। हम कह रहे हैं 87% का आता है, सबका ही आता है।
No, he says,
तो सारे हमें दे दो।
he says, sir, he says priority. Whether
Priority बता देना।
electricity is a priority or other things are priority.
देखिएगा, प्रायोरिटी सारी प्रायोरिटी है ना। अगर हमने कहा कि मंत्री को 5000 यूनिट फ्री मिलती है, ये कह रहे मैं लेता ही नहीं क्योंकि ये काफी बड़े आदमी है, उस टाइम के दूसरे साथी लेते होंगे।
किसको
मंत्री को
5000
यूनिट फ्री मिलती है,
He is still again beating on the
जनता को
bush.
300 यूनिट क्यों नहीं मिल सकती?
He is still beating on the bush.
हाँ, तो 5000 यूनिट मिलता है ना, तो मैं तो 300 की बात कर रहा हूँ भाई। मैं 5000 नहीं दे रहा जनता को 300 यूनिट दे रहा हूँ।
I don't know from where he has got that 5000
मिल जाएगी
units.
क्या?
It is never in units.
So, okay, now-
It is
now-
never
now-
in units. It is entire bill is paid by the government in the
अच्छा,
government tender.
entire-
It is not 5000 units, and that is also in government accommodation. That's what he is trying to say.
देखो, मैं बता दूं, दिल्ली का जो बजट है ना, दिल्ली की आबादी 2 करोड़ है। जो पर कैपिटा बजट है, पर कैपिटा मतलब प्रति व्यक्ति कितना बजट है दिल्ली का, वो है 30,000 रुपया। एक आदमी के ऊपर जो बजट है वो 30,000 रुपया है। गोवा का बजट प्रति व्यक्ति 1,40,000 रुपया है। 1,40,000, 30,000 का 35,000 नहीं है, 30,000 का 40,000 नहीं है, 50,000 भी नहीं है, 1,40,000 है। गोवा का बजट है 21,000 के आसपास, दिल्ली का बजट है 60,000 के आसपास, करोड़ के अंदर। प्रति व्यक्ति बजट 5 गुना। अगर दिल्ली में 5 गुना कम बजट है और हम इतना कुछ फ्री दे सकते हैं, तो यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं दे सकते? ये तो इनकी नियत की बात है, साफ कह रहे हैं ये लोग। कहते नहीं, ये तो पॉलिसी डिसीजन, बीच में मत बोलिए, पॉलिसी डिसीजन है कि हम जनता को नहीं देंगे, हम जनता को नहीं देंगे, हम खरीद बेच करेंगे। मैं एमएलए नहीं बोलूंगा, खरीदना बेचना करेंगे। अरे जनता को दो ना, खरीद बेच के क्या करोगे? और कुछ करना ही नहीं है। अरे जनता देख रही है, जनता को क्यों नहीं देंगे? जनता का हक बनता है इस देश के अंदर। मैं बताना चाहता हूं आपको, इनको तकलीफ क्या है। अगर ये गारंटी अरविंद केजरीवाल की जगह कांग्रेस ने दी होती, अगर कांग्रेस ने ये गारंटी दी होती ना, ये मुझसे बहस नहीं कर रहे होते, इनको कोई तकलीफ नहीं हो रही होती। क्योंकि कांग्रेस और बीजेपी तो एक ही है। ये कहते हैं हम वोट बैंक नहीं बना रहे, वोट बैंक बनाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, ये तो सीधा सीधा एमएलए ले लेते हैं इधर से उधर। इनको वोट बैंक की जरूरत क्या है? वोट बैंक तो हमें चाहिए ना, हमें जनता के लिए चाहिए, हमें जनता के पास जाना है, हमें जनता को वोट लेना है। इनको वोट की जरूरत नहीं है, ये तो एमएलए ले लेंगे डायरेक्ट। अगर यही चैलेंज कांग्रेस ने किया होता, ये बहस नहीं कर रहे होते। केजरीवाल ने कहा है और इनको पता है, जो केजरीवाल ने कहा है केजरीवाल करके दिखाएगा।
See, what he is saying is because of the population, correct? If you go, I've got another statement with me where their GST collection is there, of their total revenue, what is there, of their total revenue, which they put in the form of budget is 65,000 crores of 2021. In that, if you go to see, the revenue of collecting of GST is more than 45% of the budget. So that is why, because every state capital, that is because they are fortunate to have a state capital, and they are a union territory. I have showed you also figures that 10,429 crores is given by the center to them, which we do not get in our budget. Directly 10,429 crores they are getting.
Okay,
So for them, what happens is, what he is trying to perform, that we are getting, see, we as a state have to manage entire thing. entire, including our police force, including our roads, including our lights, including everything has to be managed.
Okay, I'll
by the
get a
other system.
response from him because time is up. He says
should
you have no
be happy
intention.
that we are spending away against the people.
You have
Now
no
giving free
intention.
means we are giving Giri Aadhar. There are a lot of other. There is Ladli Lakshmi. There are so many other schemes which they don't give.
Okay, sir.
मैं आपको बता दूं, गोवा को सेंट्रल फंड से सेंट्रल असिस्टेंस जो मिलती है 3,301 करोड़ रुपीस मिला, 3,301 करोड़
See,
रुपीस।
he is confusing. He is confusing. See, he is talking about that also. Those are the schemes of the center where you get grants which they get. This is a direct,
Direct grant
benefit to
being
them
union-
in their budget. We don't show in our budget. Let him show.
देखिएगा,
I will show them in their
सुन लीजिए।
budget. In
अरे,
2021 budget, I will show that they have
परेशान
shown.
क्यों हो रहे हैं?
नहीं, परेशान
सुन
नहीं,
लीजिए।
okay.
नहीं, आप गलत बोल रहे हैं इसलिए मैं परेशान हो रहा हूँ.
Okay,
आप सही बोलो, परेशान क्यों हो रहा
ऐसी
हूँ?
बात नहीं है, अभी आप काफी छोटे हैं मुझसे उम्र में, सुन लो।
उम्र छोटी बड़े की होती नहीं
अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ, सुन
नहीं,
लीजिए।
जो इसीलिए आप बड़े हैं इसलिए बराबर बोलो. छोटा आदमी से छोटा हूँ इसलिए मैं आपको करेक्ट कर रहा हूँ.
Okay.
जो
Okay.
नहीं सही बोल रहा है आपको करेक्ट कर रहा हूँ.
Okay, okay.
दिल्ली के अंदर दिल्ली सरकार को 325 करोड़ रुपए की बजटरी सपोर्ट मिलती है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से। दिस इज द लोएस्ट इन इंडिया। किसी भी गवर्नमेंट को, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को, यूनियन टेरिटरी को इतनी कम सपोर्ट नहीं मिलती है। हमारे से 10 गुना सपोर्ट गोवा को मिलती है। मैं कहता हूँ इन सारी बहस को छोड़ देते हैं, इस चक्कर में भूल जाते हैं कि क्या है क्या नहीं है। अरे भाई 5 गुना बजट है, दुगना तो नहीं है। पर कैपिटा 5 गुना है ना। अगर एक आदमी, आप सोच के देखो, सिंपल समझाता हूँ मैं आपको, एक आदमी 25,000 रुपये महीना कमाता है और दूसरा पड़ोस में 1,25,000 रुपये कमाता है, और 1,25,000 वाला कहे नहीं मैं तो बिजली का बल्ब नहीं जलाऊंगा, अंधेरे में बैठूंगा, ये क्या मतलब हुआ भाई?
No, see, I have given my figures and facts. 23,800 is collected as state GST. This is the entire budget.
आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू नीलेश बाब जी, इन्होंने मौका दिया कि जनता तक अपनी बात पहुंचा सके। एंड इससे देखो सभी को पता लग जाएगा असलियत क्या होने वाली है। आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू हिम कि उन्होंने मुझे इनवाइट किया, और मैं आगे के लिए भी सेल्फ इन्विटेशन उनको देना चाहता हूं कि मुझे फिर से बुलाएं। अभी उन्होंने पानी की बात की थी, मैं जल मंत्री भी हूं। अभी मैं रुक जाता हूं, 1 घंटे बाद जल मंत्री से भी कर लेंगे, उनको भी बुला लीजिएगा, 4 बजे उनके साथ रख लेते हैं। और पॉलिटिक्स पे करना है तो उसके बाद किसी और मंत्री को बुला लें, उनसे पॉलिटिक्स पे भी कर लेंगे।
इलेक्शन के टाइम पे करेंगे सर
नहीं,
पॉलिटिक्स।
मुझे लगता है अगर उन्होंने दूसरे मुद्दे उठाने हैं ना, बजट पे भी करना है, तो मैं कोई बात नहीं, मैं अपने रेवेन्यू मिनिस्टर से जो है उनसे बात कर लेता हूँ, 1 घंटे का समय दीजिएगा, बजट पे भी डिस्कस कर लेते हैं।
See, they formed the first government with Congress. He should not ask me. You ask him. He first formed government with Congress. There are equations, and I don't want to talk about those equations. The second thing is, I have never asked for a debate. His own people came here and started debating, and that time they got up after a slumber of after 8 months. When his first some MLA came and said debate, I said why should I? If the power minister comes, I will debate. I have no problem in debating and telling the facts of what the figures are of the state of Goa. They took 8 months to get up from their slumber. I did not get up. I stayed there. I made my statement. The moment he said I'm coming, I said okay. I have no problem. The question is, see, what is this debate about? This debate about is very simple. 2 lines, I'll finish it off. One is, nothing comes free in this world. We don't produce in Goa electricity by our own. But we give subsidy to people in solar to generate 50% subsidy to generate in their homes so that we don't have to buy. Automatically, when we don't have to buy, we don't have to give. That is one. Electricity is not generated in Goa by ourselves. Not a unit is generated by
But
our.
solar people are not generating also. That's what your statements. People are not reacting to your schemes.
They have slowly gone up. It is from 0 in 3 years back. It has touched almost 20 megawatts, and over a period of time will touch more. That's okay. That is how we promote. But what I am trying to say, free means what? See, I made a statement last time also. Free, when you say, from where are you going to give free? Their tariffs, if you go to see, they are so high tariffs in Delhi. What is talking about? Giving 200 units free, and what about 12 rupees and 8 rupees and 6 rupees 50 paisa tariffs? Our highest tariff is 4 rupees. So they are taking from somebody else, somebody who is paying, and they are giving somebody else.
मैं इसको समअप ये करना चाहूँगा। पहली बात तो कि आज की जो बहस थी, जनता ने फैसला करना है। उन्होंने साफ कह दिया है कि वो 300 यूनिट फ्री नहीं देंगे। आम आदमी पार्टी का कहना है कि गोवा की 87% जनता को हम फ्री इलेक्ट्रिसिटी देंगे। दूसरा, ये जो पुराने पेंडिंग बिल्स हैं, जो डिस्प्यूटेड बिल्स हैं, उन सबको हम माफ़ कर देंगे। तीसरा, जब ये लोग अपने एसी कमरों में बैठे रहे होंगे, उस टाइम पर अरविंद केजरीवाल और सत्येंद्र जैन गलियों में जाके ट्रांसफार्मर बदलवा रहे थे, बिजली की लाइनें डलवा रहे थे। उसकी वजह से 24 घंटे बिजली आती है। मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूँ कि गोवा के अंदर भी 24 घंटे बिजली आएगी। अगले 3 साल मांग रहे हैं, 10 साल के बाद भी 3 साल मांग रहे हैं। हमने नहीं मांगे थे।
आप कितने साल मांगेंगे इफ यू कम टू
2
पावर?
साल के अंदर आपको 24 घंटे बिजली ला के दिखाएंगे।
Discoms, see, again is telling lies.
Okay, we have to sum
No,
this.
no, see, he is saying, see, discoms are whom? He is not creating discoms. Discoms were created before, and discoms are spending money in distribution. The government is not spending money in distribution. He has to clarify if government is spending, from where he is spending.
जो हमने ये पावर पॉलिसी बनाई, गोवा की पॉलिसी हमने खुद नहीं बनाई, गोवा के लोगों के साथ बैठे हैं। होता क्या कि पहले आपको डिसाइड करना होता है करना क्या है, उसके बाद डिटेलिंग करने की जरूरत पड़ती है। हमने डिसाइड कर लिया माउंट एवरेस्ट पे चढ़ना है, तो उसके बाद सारी तैयारी कर लेंगे। हमने फैसला कर दिया है कि 24 घंटे बिजली देंगे जैसे दिल्ली में दी थी। तो ये बैठ के यहाँ के लोगों के साथ डिसाइड करेंगे करना कैसे हैं। देयर कैन बी एन नंबर ऑफ ऑल्टरनेटिव्स, कई ऑल्टरनेटिव्स हो सकते हैं। जरूरी नहीं कि एक बड़ी एक सिस्टम से ही किया जाए, छोटे छोटे सिस्टम से भी हो सकते हैं। तो सिस्टम्स को चेंज किया जा सकता है, बनाया जा सकता है। एक रास्ता नहीं, हर घर जाने के 2 रास्ते भी 3 रास्ते भी होते हैं, दूसरा रास्ता भी पकड़ा जा सकता है। जो भी फिजिबल होगा, जनता के लिए फिजिबल होगा, 24 घंटे बिजली हम करके दिखाएंगे। देखिएगा, मुझे उस प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में पता ही नहीं, मैं कैसे बता दूं आपको।
Okay.
अब मैं आपको क्लियरली बता रहा हूं, जिसके बारे में नहीं पता मैं कमिट कैसे कर दूं।
We have already gone into that version, but not free power. See, a farmer requires power only to generate pumping water for his plants. We have already placed orders for 12,000 more than 12,000 pumps of 5-star rated pumps. We are on a verge of solarizing them, and in that way they will not require electricity. On the contrary, we are making the farmers stronger, that in case they don't require that water and that electricity what they generate, we will pay them, not only give them free. That is what already we have started work on. We have in Kunkuli we have already installed, and we are installing some solar panels where pumping of water will be done on solar instead of giving them free. Free power from the grid, no. Free power from generating of their, we are giving them free pumps, 5-star rated pumps, along with solar panels for generating their own power from their own place, so that because the range you don't require power for the farmers.
Okay,
and
second
whatever
question.
this will be generated back, and they will get money from the power what they give us back.
Dodor, what do you feel? What do you think this debate was? Was it actually a fact-driven debate? Was it a debate which was political rhetoric? What do you feel? I want you to give in the first words.
As I said, during election times, when the count for the beginning of election is already blown, there really can't be a serious debate upon the manner in which power can be produced, distributed, what should be its pricing, who should do it, when it should be done, what exactly should be our policy. These things can never be debated seriously, neither a serious outcome can come. In a election times, there are only gimmick, there are only promises, there are only finding faults with others, there are only, it's never fruitful debate that can happen during the election time. These things are always after government is in place, when you put everything in order, only then proper a serious debate is possible. I have always, even at the beginning of the program also I said.
I agree, but ultimately, just to take it forward from your point, ultimately this was a political debate.
Correct.
So who is the winner according to you?
Well,
okay, don't tell me that there are no winners. Who could benefit? Let me rephrase. Who could benefit from this debate? Who has more to lose even?
See, I would put it this way. It is the people who can benefit from this debate or lose from this debate, and that really matters, rather than who has won an election competition. That we can always, depending upon your own ideology, we can always say this man has spoken well or that man has spoken well. But according to me, it's what is it in for the people? That is what it means. That is the real question. What is in it for people in this debate? That is what I have always been making point. Even beginning also, even after that also, even last time also when it was challenged, I said, what is in it for people? That is the right question we should ask.
Fair enough. Now let me try and give you both side points as from both the strong point that probably as a person on the ground would look.
Yeah.
One, AAP says that they will give 300 units free of electricity. One, all the previous bills, I don't know, some 20 crores they are totally according to,
that is
they
what
will waive off. Farmers and uninterrupted power supply. Now Nilesh says the Goa government cannot give free.
In
and
fact,
then
he
it
says
says
as a matter of policy it should not be made free.
And he's saying Goa government cannot give free. Yeah, fine. Second thing, he's saying that the Delhi government is giving power in Delhi through subsidy, But in the same breath, he's saying that we are giving more subsidy than the Delhi government.
Correct. So
Wow.
what he says is, instead of giving it only to a particular, that's what I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but what he puts it is, instead of giving it to only a particular, making a bracket and carving out a particular section of people, he is giving it across bars, across the bar, by lowering the prices in general. Wherein he says that rates in Delhi go up to 9 rupees, I stop at 4. So that a person who's consuming, say, 305 units, why should he pay the bill? What is this benchmark of exact 300? Suppose if I consume something like 301, are you going to charge me 900 rupees by calculating at the point of 300? That also is a point. You might see, you may agree with it, you may disagree with it, but there is a valid point there. Let's see, if I cross 302, why should I be charged just because I've used two units more? Is that not a valid point? Instead of that, giving it across the bar makes more sense. And is entire elections, is entire policy, is entire aim of the government only towards eradicating power tariff only to a particular thing? Is that all politics is about? Can we not benefit different sections of the people by giving different scheme? Should it not be need based? And another point which was canvassed, that let's say I have got 3 different flats, one in Mapsa, one in Panji. The flats which are closed down, where it is not used, or which I have let to somebody, if I'm making money by letting it out to somebody, why should I get it there? What is your difference? How would you go and differentiate? No, this was a second flat or third flat. So all these are valid points, and Goa government thinks that instead of giving it free, there should be a equitable distribution of benefits of the subsidy. Now that in my respectful view or appreciation can't be said to be an erroneous view, bad view, or a disadvantageous view to all the consumers in general. That is what I feel. I am not saying that the scheme which is implemented by Delhi is bad or it is not. In fact, when I make trips to Delhi, there is a large section of people who are happy. Therefore, they have voted them to power.
Voted them back. Yes.
Of course, it is voted. Now that I can't deny the fact. But that does not mean that the same scheme should be blindly copied like a parrot and implemented here. See, they can come up with various policies. Even the existing, they can shape even the existing policy of the government, or altogether a new policy which would benefit all section, across all section, and everybody. That would do a better good to entire polity of Goa than just making 200 this free, 250 free, or 350 free. That is, in my view, not going to support or benefit people. It may help some specific people, but as a matter of policy, it does not sound good for our
87%, Dudor, he's saying 87%
of
the people are going to. Do you agree with this figure?
Pinch of salt. I doubt whether people, I don't know what is his calculation, how he should come up with a solid data saying that these are the policies, these are figures I have got under right to information or from wherever, to say that. See, even if you put on a AC throughout the night, it will consume something like 8 to 9 units
per day.
Okay. So that I'm talking only of AC. So now, if you see amount of people who are using AC on daily basis, it's certainly not 13%. It is much more than 13%. And even otherwise, by and large, if you have a single bedroom flat and you have a mixer at home, and let's say 2 to 3 fans, and say 1 or 2 power unit, I don't think so you will be able to control your bill limiting to 300. It will cross 300. If you have a double bedroom flat, for sure you will cross 300. But even for single bedroom flat, if you have these appliances at home, let's say a mixer, I'm not even calculating AC, it will be very, very difficult. It will be very difficult. You will have to be very, very conservative in using the power to limit yourself to that criteria where you don't get the bill below 300.
Okay, now fair enough, this 87%, but in case...
But yes, it will still help. A big section of people, it will help.
No. Yeah, forget about that big section. But I'm talking about the figure. In case this is his figure comes right, or anywhere close, between 80 to 87%, if it comes close to anywhere what Jain's figure is, or the AAP figure is. Now, would that play an important point in the elections?
Now that
See,
yes,
I'm
correct,
talking about
correct.
close to issue, between 80 to 80.
Political.
See, basically, this is a political
Political,
debate.
yes,
I
yes,
totally
yes,
agree
yes,
with you.
yes.
So close to the elections, you cannot possibly have a very straight.
So
and,
what I feel is, yes, certainly people always live on hope that something better may come. There might be certain section of people who
87%. See, I'm talking about
correct.
If,
that is your
figure
presuming.
is
That
you
is
know,
your presuming.
It's if
Yeah,
the
correct.
figure is close to
Correct,
what this
correct.
Jain's figure is and the AAP figure is 87%. If the figure is anywhere close to it, 80 to 87%, would that affect the prospects of the BJP, given the fact that Cabral has been very, very clear in saying no, they will not give free electricity, it is a matter of policy and it is going to bankrupt the state.
Correct.
Given this background, will the promise by AAP and saying that they have a policy in Delhi, would it impact
Correct.
electoral prospects of see, it might not help BJP so much. Oh, sorry, it may not affect BJP so much, but will it destroy the Congress? This type of promises.
So
These are very political
there are
questions.
there are two aspects of it. How much BJP on the ground goes and convinces people that this is not practical.
Okay.
If he gives you 87, if he gives 87 power free to 87% of the people, he is bound to take it from somewhere else. He will put it in your shirt pocket and going to take it from.
Forget. Will it impact? Will it impact? Political. This is a political. I'm not talking about practical. That we'll speak later if you want. But politically, how will it impact? Will it impact? And who will it impact?
No.
More than will it impact BJP?
I doubt the strong cadre base vote of BJP would be shifted because of election promise like this.
Okay.
If at all, those people who are in two minds, who have already decided something about BJP, now that voter base, and that I have been earlier also saying, that any inroads made by AAP is a loss to Congress, because it's very unlikely that they will eat into BJP's voter base. That's very, very unlikely. But yes, if at all a small section of the people who fall for such type of promises which are made, that would be, I think, from the BJP's quota, which would be, I'm sorry, from the Congress's, the voters from the Congress's quota, that would be translated to AAP. That is my prima facie reading. But otherwise, by and large, I don't think so. See, if at all, if somebody under impression that next election will be fought only on the basis of free electricity, they are living in some kind of illusion. If that's the only thing.
But Dr. last time, according to a lot of surveys done, the BJP got seats, a lot of seats, because of the subsidies which they had given, which they had given to the, this you cannot, because this
no, I fully agree with you.
Because of those to the
I fully agree with you.
XYZ.
I fully agree with you, and I am quite sure even during these elections there will be so many promises, where so many policies which the party must have put in place, and at the time when the elections are declared or the time is ripe, I am sure they will be announcing it. Now, Power Minister has made it clear that there would not be any waiver of pending
exactly
bills.
I was going on that point now.
Waiver of pending bills. Now there are two aspects of it. Now take a person like you who has already paid their bills regularly on time, and take a person who has not paid his bill. Now suppose if that money is waived out, what would be an incentive to, what incentive would remain for you to go and pay it right on time? Would it not send a bad message to the society? Will it not create a, what about the honest person who goes and pays his electricity bill, for that matter any other bill, telephone bill, water bill on time? See, I am not saying that all the people are in a position to pay. Due to pandemic, if somebody has lost his business and not able to pay, I am sure some sort of a waiver, some sort of a scheme, some sort of a something, some financial help. Anyway, you grant it. Either you give him bursaries directly in his account and let him choose, as how Nilesh Babu was saying. Let him decide. Let's say instead of giving a electricity subsidy or water subsidy or some subsidy towards business loss, putting directly some money in his account and let him decide what his priorities are. Would that help better, or giving say free electricity, free water or free this would help better? According to me, let him decide what his priorities are. Let a person who is affected, who is marginalized, who is incapable decide what should be done with the income that instead my personal opinion is that we should more focus on making them empowered and granting them financial support in these pandemic times or in these bad times, and then let him decide where he wants to use that money.
Yeah, now see, I would agree with you in an ideal situation. However, the whole electricity infrastructure, distribution, there's huge distribution losses.
Correct.
Not only in water, I think
Correct.
some 70-80%.
80%.
Electricity purpose of 40-50%. Whatever. Distribution and billing and the attitude of there's no infrastructure for the department, all that. Now the minister, whom we know personally, is a very hard worker. But at the ground level, the department is very, very inefficient. One, we have had problems with bills. Bills come after 6 months. Now suppose if somebody's bill is, say for example, somebody who's got 2 AC, comes to 5,000. In 6 months is how much? 30,000 bill. Now for example, that person, even if he earns a salary of 1 lakh a month, which maybe 1%, he is going to be saying, so what happens is you pay 10,000, then you go to the bill, tell him I'll pay 10,000. He says no, you go here, you do this, you cannot pay online, you go to have there, you stand in line. Now from 30,000, now these, we know of so many instances of this happening.
This had happened especially during the first lockdown, and
no, it's even now it's continuing. Now even now bills have come. Even my bill last month has come after 2-3 months.
2-3 months.
So 2-3 months my bill is around 15,000 bill.
Correct. So some sort of a concession or some sort of a one-time payment.
Yes, that the minister says is going to do. But you go to the department.
Department needs to be, yes, not
and
only electricity. There are other departments also which needs to be. Yes, that's a separate issue. In fact, I have been always saying that all these government department need some kind of a training, some sort of a course whereby they first are told to or taught to deal with the people and how to handle the people, how to talk to them, how to solve their grievances. First of all, there are many departments and when you go to a public office, manner in which you are dealt with, they are very humiliating, sometimes very bad experiences. Of course, I also faced earlier in past. So I feel yes,
the government does not matter. It's across the country. It's like completely.
That's a complete different issue. But yes, they need some sort of a training, some sort of a crash course on how these issues are to be solved. At least at basic level, may not.
Let me just interrupt. Then you can continue because I'm on this point only. What I'm saying is that now today the departments, the government, the MLAs change.
Correct.
Ministers change.
Correct.
Nilesh was not power last time. Correct. He may possibly not be power this time. He will lead law. He is law now. He may not be law. CM may change. Last time CM was somebody else. Today CM is. But the government
is a continuous process.
They are there. So who do they care? Why do they care? This minister comes, he goes. That fellow comes, this fellow goes. But our roads are the same. That means PWD supervision is very bad. Water. Every time there is a flood, next day there is no water. Why can't you put the pumps little higher where the pumps don't get damaged? There's no electricity. You use obviously if it's going to flood. Last year it flooded. Then Tokte came. Nothing. It's still flooded. Why permissions are not given?
Audit and accountability is serious.
Accountability is easy. You should
audit.
Yeah, audit and then action should be taken against.
Correct. That is what audit
action.
And accountability. That's what hold people responsible for whatever it is, whoever it is. Enquiry has to be then come in a specified time, some sort of an inquiry, then come to conclusion and take action. If 1 or 2 occasions if this is done, then lot of other servants will be able to take.
Doctor, you're a lawyer, right? Now tell me one thing. What is the conviction rate of heinous crimes? What is the conviction rate of sexual assault against women? What?
8 to 10 and in
so where is the question of fear even if it is a criminal case? So you think people are going to, government ones whom you cannot throw out are going to get scared of you.
No.
If criminal cases, the people are not scared of the cops, they are not scared because they'll go in, like give somebody something, pay this one, pay, get out. Heinous crimes. Wow, why you're talking about? Who you think is going to be possible?
See, if you put a good system, transparent system in place, I don't think that these things are impossible. I have been a part of criminal jurisprudence system
For a long time, no?
For a long time,
Long time,
now.
exactly.
I have worked as a prosecutor also. I have worked as defense also, and with certainty I can tell you that if good witness program, a scientific approach to the investigation, a right kind of training is provided, and some sort of a less political interference, if we can ensure, then I can tell you with certainty that the conviction rate would increase
It should
drastically.
be minimum 50 to 60. Others,
Would
fear
increase,
is not there.
would increase drastically, and I see certain things are happening.
Hopefully, yes.
Whether change in Information Technology Act, where some amendments are done, where the manner in which the investigations, forensic investigations are taken place, the manner in which police training program has been taken, this witness protection program, the victim protection program, and so many things. In fact, court also has relaxed so many things which earlier was stringent, which are more towards justice oriented. That's a separate issue altogether, but I can tell you with certainty things are moving. Of course, they are moving at a pace of a tortoise. I feel.
But at least they are moving.
But they are moving. They are moving in the
that's
right
it.
direction. That is what I can say.
Yeah, but the thing is why I brought this up, because it's the whole system, no? See, the bureaucrats, the government, what you call the bureaucrat, the IAS, GPS, the LDCs, UDCs, the PWD, engineers, supervisors, the legal system, the court. It's one system. One cannot work without the other.
Correct.
The implementing agencies like the cops, X, Y, Z.
Correct,
So
correct.
it cannot. The whole thing has
Correct,
to be,
correct.
and only then. See, I don't know, but I personally feel that we directly, even we in the media, directly we interact too much with the politicians. We directly blame the politicians or praise the politicians.
Correct.
But there are other systems
That's-
also
that's what-
which should work. Now
that's what-
this
that's
electricity, water, this electricity thing. Now you cannot blame Nilesh. We know how hard he works. Personally, what's the point?
Correct. I fully
Arey,
agree with you.
the linesmen and the guys in the this. Now you know, yesterday we did a story, Mandre electricity. I don't know if you've seen that. Now the complaints number in Mandre electricity department was cut. Why?
So that you don't receive the
No, because the bill was not paid. BSNL cut it. Imagine. Just imagine, this is a government, it's rained, cyclone has happened, Manbeg, it's rained, flooded, electricity, he talks about cuts because of the rain.
Correct.
Arey, you at least have a complaint number. If the complaint number is not working, how are the people, after 4-5 hours, they go there, they say, arey, yaar, complaint number. Awareness, now for you is talking about now, this is what has happened to me personally. We have gone to the electricity department and they said, arey, because of some OTS scheme had to be done. Saying, Arey, OTS scheme you are paying, but you are supposed to pay the bill. I said, whom you told? You don't have enough common sense? That lady is asking me. I said, why should we have common sense? Is your job to, where have you told anybody? Have you told the people? How many people have you told? Now I am a person from the media and this person who's with me. Now if I don't know, how is the common person going to
Educating
see?
is, I fully agree. Where
Now this
communication gap is
correct.
always
Now
there.
if you are spending so many crores and lakhs to give some budget, why don't you go and advertise on the television or on the media?
fully agree.
And
fully,
we have
point fully accepted.
that
Point fully
the government is not,
proper planning is there
awareness
no-
is not there.
proper planning, the manner in which you do it, it's I feel
Very
a lot of
sadly lacking.
lot of
Sadly
improvement is required there. Fully
Now,
agree with the point.
You see for the advertisements or you see for birthdays and all that the government does. But what about this awareness? At least some awareness has to be
Correct,
created. No? So
correct,
people
correct.
are more aware that these are our rights, these are our duties. That opacity, that opaqueness.
Fully agree. Point
Yeah.
fully agreed. Point fully agreed. There is no doubt about it. Government needs to do more on these things. They have to be more proactive. They have more. They should reach out more, and they should also try to
Reach everybody.
reach out to the each and every sections of the society. That certainly I feel that some more work needs to be done. on
Even
this.
like even if like there was a case in South Goa, some beach, whatever, there was some rape case and stuff, you know. But the issue is that the complaint was only filed after these people
Media,
who raped them
yes.
started extorting them.
Extorting them.
Imagine. That means there is no confidence in the police. There is no confidence in the judiciary, because 4%, 5%, 6%, 7%, 8%, especially amongst women, I think it's even less, 3-4%.
No, as per the new act as concerned, is about 20-27%.
Which is very, very good. Hopefully things will improve even more. But the very fact that confidence is not there when you go to the police. You are
Correct.
aware how many cases and the way the police
Correct,
behave.
correct,
So
correct.
people are scared to go. You need some
Correct,
influence. You need
correct.
some pull. Nothing is
I
happening.
agree. I fully
Okay,
agree.
now from power we went to Delhi, we came to Goa, then we went to water, then electricity and all. So I think it's been an interesting, very interesting debate. I don't know, like I would say, we don't know who has won, who has lost, but at least we know both the sides of the coin. So I think, thank you.
Let people decide.
Yes, ultimately the people will decide. But
Thank
these
you. Thank you
issues
so
also have to be come out and good way. Thank you,
Thank you.
for
Thank you
coming
so
on our
much.
show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, and keep watching Goa 365.